Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. This is a collective message for whoever needs to hear it, okay? So I have asked Spirit to work through me to deliver a message here for anyone who needs to hear it. All right, so let's go ahead and see what message wants to come out. Okay, we have the star and we have the tower that was at the bottom of the deck. So first of all, I want to say that I can see that you have just got done going through something that feels very traumatic to you. Okay, this is an ending that I feel was abrupt, that was shocking, that was devastating to your heart, to your soul. This could be a breakup. This could be losing a home. This could be a falling out between friends, in relationships. This could be losing a job, a career. It could be anything with that tower moment. But the thing that is for sure when the tower comes out is that it is devastating, that it was shocking, that you did not see it coming with the tower here. Okay, and I'm just going to let you guys look at this. So it's something you did not see coming. And I think that's what was so devastating about this situation. It shocked you to your very core. Okay, I feel that no matter how long ago this happened, you have been steadily trying to heal from this situation. I feel that for some of you, you have really been in a place where you feel that it's been hopeless. Something feels a little bit hopeless for you. Maybe you have been doubting yourself, questioning your path, questioning your faith. Okay, doubting your faith. And with the star here, and this is why this is so beautiful to come out after the tower, because the star represents hope. It represents healing. It represents a renewal of faith, a renewal of trust. It represents, see this little star in the background? It represents the universe looking out for you. Okay, so this message is for someone out there who has been going through a very hard time, feeling like their situation has been hopeless. And the message here is the universe has got your back. The universe sees you. Hope is on its way. Healing is on its way. And this is not just any hope. This is not just any healing. This is divine hope, divine healing, divine inspiration. Okay, and I feel like if this reading is resonating with you, what Spirit is telling me is that it's been a very long time since you've actually felt good. That for a lot of you, you might have forgotten what it feels like to really feel good, to feel okay, to not be stressed about tomorrow, to not be worried about the next problem or the next issue that's going to come up for you. But just knowing, trusting that everything is going to be okay. And even beyond that, knowing, feeling that everything is okay in this moment. And this is exactly the message that Spirit would like to bring out to you, that hope is here, that healing is here, that it is okay. Not only is it going to be okay, but right now, it is okay, whatever you've been through. So I feel for you with the tower. This is an energy where it feels like your life has been turned completely upside down. And again, this is devastating to you. It was shocking to you. It was something you did not expect. So if this is your reading, you did not expect this. And I think that non-expectation is really what allowed this pain to be drilled deeply into your soul. That shocking effect, it paralyzed you while this pain just penetrated deeper into your heart, deeper into your soul, until I feel that in order to cope with the pain, you really became numb to a certain extent. With the star here, okay, you might have lost hope or faith in yourself or even humanity at times, depending on whatever it is you've been through. Okay, but the star is here to tell you that there is an absolutely gentle, beautiful healing that is taking place first in the subconscious mind. Okay, so the water in this card represents the subconscious mind, and the star represents, the actual star in the card represents that light, that healing, breaking through that barrier into your subconscious to allow this beautiful healing to take place at an extremely deep level. I feel for a lot of you, this healing is taking place in your dream state while you sleep. So you might be having some very strange dreams. And what your dream is trying to do is kind of not just put band-aids over your subconscious and what you've been through, but actually integrate that pain into your awareness, okay? To where you can finally move forward. Okay, this is an integration. And the reason why Spirit is trying to integrate that energy for you is because I feel like on some level for you, there's still that shock there. And so this integration process is getting rid of that shock, getting rid of that devastation, okay, so that it can get to the root of that pain that you've been through and begin to heal it, again, on the subconscious level. That's exactly what the water in this card represents. All right, so I feel that for you, it's like your senses, because the star also represents your 5 senses. So it's like your senses are becoming stronger right now. All right, it's like your sense of taste, your sense of smell, your sense of touch, your sense of hearing. It seems very strong right now. Again, this is because the star is permeating through your subconscious, okay, and it is making you more aware, okay, of the energy around you and all of those places where you had become numb from the shock of what you had been through. The star is here to release that shock, okay, to bring awareness. So Spirit wants to heal, okay, wants to heal you. And I'm looking at this card and I'm noticing that the eyes, let's see if you guys can see them. Her eyes are one with the water that she is pouring, okay? It is one with the water. Showing me that astral energy that is taking place, your subconscious mind, integrating this healing, this hope, this beautiful energy into your awareness while you dream. Okay, so pay attention to your dreams. But this isn't just about astral healing, okay? It really isn't. The star has a very physical element to it as well. Okay, because she is engaging in this act physically. She is pouring those jugs of water back into the sea, which shows she is cleansing herself of the shock, the devastation, the trauma, the pain that she had previously been through, and sending that energy back into the sea, back into the earth, right? So cleansing yourself of all that you've been through, psychically, energetically, all of the pain, all the trauma, That's what I'm really getting from this card. Okay. And the physical element is also cleansing that energy from the subconscious so that physically you are able to feel really good, to feel happy, joyful. Okay. I'm also feeling that one of the messages I'm getting is that the environment that you were previously in, so whether this be the environment that's connected to a relationship or a physical environment, whatever happened here, okay, the environment that it had created energetically or physically, because the star is both, I feel it created this unhealthy environment for you, a stressed environment for you, a toxic environment for you. And so what this really was a divine intervention, because the tower also represents divine intervention. Okay. And I feel that now you're kind of cleansing your spirit, cleansing your subconscious, cleansing your consciousness of that toxicity that you had been through. And so this reading is clarifying to you that healing is taking place, okay? I also feel that you might have felt very disconnected from your own intuition, from your own emotions, from your own thoughts. You may have even felt numb to a certain extent because of everything that you had been through. Again, there was this shock, this devastation to it, trauma and pain to this, to where I feel that there was kind of a numbing in order to function in your everyday life. And with this card coming out here, it really represents feeling connected again to yourself, to your intuition, to your emotions, being able to dive into them again, to whereas before I feel like some of your emotions were kind of chaotic, and that's understandable, especially after what you had been through. When you're in a chaotic situation or environment, your emotions are going to reflect that. And that is your spirit trying to tell you that there's something off about the situation. There's something chaotic about the situation. There's something that doesn't rest well with your spirit. Okay? And so I think that what the message that I'm getting is that you began to ignore that intuition. You began to ignore those emotions long before this tower moment happened here. You began to ignore them when you started having chaotic emotions while you were in the situation, while you were in the environment. And so you began to numb yourself far before this disruption really happened, okay? And so I think that maybe you hadn't really noticed it till afterwards, because when you're in a chaotic situation, right, like this, you are focused on finding peace. You're focused on kind of balancing out that chaos so that you can get some peace or rest or whatever it is, right? But when you finally leave that chaotic situation, you can then look back on it because you're no longer feeling chaotic because of the situation. Okay, so then you can reflect on how chaotic your emotions actually were, how chaotic the environment actually was, how chaotic the relationship actually was, right? So you can begin to contemplate that once you remove yourself from the situation, because in the moment, chaos is normalcy. And so your emotions, while you might feel there's something wrong with you because you're having those chaotic emotions, really those emotions are just mirroring what is happening in your environment. So it's not what's wrong with you, it's what is wrong with my environment here, right? That's actually the question. So I feel with this message as well, this entire situation for you has really taken you through a journey of self-understanding, self-realization with the Tower and the Star. Okay, I'm seeing the raven here in the card flying towards this beautiful bright star, which really represents uncovering the mystery of you. And as you begin to uncover the mystery of you, you begin to uncover the mystery of your divine journey, your path. You begin to understand why certain things has happened in your life that you did not understand why it happened before. Things start piecing together for you like a puzzle, like putting together a puzzle piece. You slowly begin to see the bigger picture. You slowly begin to understand. And that's what I'm seeing for you. You are putting together that puzzle piece by piece. And with each piece, you begin to understand the bigger picture a little bit more. So our souls, our spirit is never chaos, right? But they are simply reflecting back to us what we need to see to understand something deeper and more profound about ourself. Okay, so let's get another card. So look at that. We have the dawn and we saw the beautiful raven flying towards the star. This isn't a raven, right? But it is an owl. And both of those beautiful, majestic birds are connected to wisdom and mystery. Okay, so we do have a message of wisdom and mystery for you. And again, that uncovering. So this is a beautiful card for you because it is the dawn. And it is just the same as the star, the light after the darkness. Okay, so again, it is clarifying the message of the star, telling you that the hard time, the chaotic time that you've been through, this time of devastation, this time of pain is over. Okay, and now healing can begin here. So with these cards, there's also a message to be very patient with yourself because healing really does take time. It is a process, okay? It is not just a one and done thing. It is not like going to the doctor. Spiritual healing is not like going to the doctor and, taking an antibiotic or whatever and feeling better in a week. It's a process, okay? So be patient with yourself and know that it is taking place at a deep spiritual level. And I will say the Pisces moon that just happened here, I feel like had a very profound effect and has really kind of kick-started that healing for you. Okay. All right, we got Starry Night. Look at that with the beautiful stars. Acceptance. And Willow Spirit, flexibility. Okay, so this is a number 41 and 48, so those numbers might resonate with someone. Okay, with this card coming out here, it's beautiful because this card represents 1,000 stars, not just one star. So this card coming out to clarify the star, Spirit saying, there's 1,000 stars of healing for you. There's 1,000 stars of inspiration for you. All you have to do is open up and accept it. Accept the healing. Okay, but in order to accept that healing, sometimes you have to accept the pain. Sometimes you have to accept the wounds that you've been through. You have to accept the devastation, okay, the situation that has happened. There has to be an acceptance of what you've been through in order to accept the healing that is meant to take place. Okay. I also feel for you, there's parts of yourself that you might have a hard time accepting. And I feel that this is because others around you did not accept those parts of yourself. And so you actually rejected those parts of yourself. But Spirit is asking you to accept them now. Okay, so this deeper healing can take place inside of you and deeper inspiration. I'm also getting music. Okay, I feel like this is like music therapy or music healing. Okay, soul healing through music. So I'm just really feeling a very strong vibe of music with the 2 star cards coming out. So when you do not accept every part of yourself, even parts that you might not be proud of, when you do not accept them, not only can that full healing of what you've been through take place, but also it's like you're denying yourself a full experience of life. Okay, know that there are no wrong experiences. There are no wrong experiences. Okay? Because each experience that you've been through, it allows you to grow as a spiritual being, just like this 1 star has grown into 1,000 stars. These are stars of experiences, memories, okay? And so Spirit is asking you to allow your sky to be filled with stars, filled with experiences, memories, connections, okay? The good and the bad. Allow your sky to be filled with thousands of stars of different colors, right? Which are all the different parts of yourself that are still beautiful, just like all the stars in the sky are beautiful. Okay, we just have to accept them. All right. So, yeah, I feel like this is also accepting what has been done to you. I feel like it's been very hard for you to accept it. And I feel like for you, you're someone who is very empathetic. And it's hard for you to accept intentions and dark deeds, really, that have been done to you or even done to others. And Spirit wants you to know there is no need to accept them. There is no need to do so. Because some things are just wrong, no matter how you look at it. But in order to bring more light into the world, in order to bring more light to yourself, healing to yourself, you must first accept yourself in all of its permeations, in all of its forms, the light, the dark, okay, the highlights, the shadows, all of it. Because what you deny in yourself runs your life. Okay, the more you deny yourself, the more that's mirrored back to you. The more your spirit becomes in chaos, which is mirrored back to you. So the more you accept yourself, the more fulfillment and life force energy you will have. So embrace your inner self. Accept your life in all of its configurations, even those instances and events that you aren't so proud of. Spirit is asking you to accept them, to allow that to be one of the stars in your sky, okay? It is a part of you that makes you you. Every moment has a profound value, even if it doesn't seem like it. And you will begin to understand that as you move forward. As the raven and the owl are telling us, there is a divine mystery that you are unfolding. Okay, you are unfolding it as you go along on your life journey, your life experiences, and you are creating the stars in your sky. You know, think about astrology, okay? It's like we love some of the stars, right? Like the sun, like our constellations that make up our zodiac signs. But then there's some stars that are deemed as like evil or bad stars. I can certainly think of some meteorites that are deemed that. Also, there's a certain star in Taurus. I believe it's the left horn, right? That is deemed like very evil, things like that. But, it's still a star in our sky. And if we didn't have that evil star on the horn of Taurus, we wouldn't have Taurus, would we? The beautiful sign of Taurus, the divine feminine sign, right? We wouldn't have that. So it's like we have to accept every star in our sky, no matter how dark or strange those stars seem. Okay, because there is a divine mystery to all those stars, even if we don't understand it yet. Okay, so forgive yourself, forgive others. It doesn't mean that you have to accept those bad deeds, and it doesn't mean that you have to be okay with it. It just means that you're simply accepting what has happened, and that there is some kind of value in that in the long run, and that value will unfold as you walk your path of life, and it will unfold in a beautiful, mysterious way for you. It will be a lesson for you, okay? And it will be profound, even if you don't see that yet. So just try to know that and forgive yourself and others. Accept all that life has provided. The good, the bad, the chaos, the destruction, the shock, the pain, the joy, right? The love, all of it. And harmony will ensue because we have to have balance. We have to accept the dark and the light to have that balance. Okay. Okay. So with the willow spirits coming out under dawn, okay, it's like this new beginning, this new dawn, this beautiful light energy wants to come in for you. But, I do feel like with this kind of unacceptance of what you've been through, whether it be because of the shock, because of the devastation, whatever it is, there's also this unacceptance, really, of this new dawn, this new beginning. And I feel like in some way you have been fighting it. And this is the message that Spirit has been trying to tell you, okay, that you have somehow been very inflexible in your life in some way in letting this new beginning happen. So Spirit is saying, be willing to bend and even yield, because there is power in doing this as a choice rather than a forfeit of your own will. So choosing to bend or yield is powerful. And even though there are times where you should stand strong, sometimes the greater valor and virtue is to go around a situation rather than facing it head on. Okay, this is about being adaptable and not being rigid. Okay, not that you are rigid, but you've been through very rough winds, and in rough winds, a strong oak tree may break, while the willow can bend without snapping. So this is becoming the willow. Know that you have bent, but you did not break. And I think that this is the message that you actually are more flexible, more adaptable than you realize. And Spirit wants you to know this. Know that they can bend you, that you can yield, all those things, but you will not break. You are the willow, okay? I think that, you know, this is adjusting to what has happened. So you're going through an adjustment period, okay? And I feel that what has happened has happened. There for you, it's like there's no point in facing this head on, facing these people head on, going back into a toxic environment. For you, it's really about adjusting to this new beginning, to this light energy, to what you want, adjusting to life rather than fighting life, adjusting to what has happened to you rather than fighting what's happened to you and facing it head on, right? Instead, bending, saying, okay, I don't want to believe that these people were like this. I don't want to believe that this environment was this toxic, but I have to accept it. In that way, I bent, but I did not break. In that way, I yielded, okay, but I did not stop, right? That's the message that we have here. So I think that the message with these cards as well is that you could have been looking at things very black and white, when not everything is black and white, okay? There is a full range of spectrum of beautiful colors, right? And not everything is black and white. I mean, it's just a simple fact. So this is being more flexible with your own perception of yourself and events that has happened in your life, okay? So Spirit wants you to know that you do have a new beginning. You do have success in front of you. And I feel like for you, it's like it feels like you've been kind of ejected or thrown out of this situation that seems abrupt, devastating, and it was heartbreaking for you. But I feel that it's like you don't want to accept it still. It's like you still struggle with accepting it and being flexible with what you really want, right? It's like there might be something there in your past that you're kind of fixated on with the Tower here, with these cards. And so Spirit is saying, no, take a step back and look at the peripheral vision. Look at the bigger picture, okay? Because there's something that you're not seeing that you're meant to adapt to, is what Spirit is saying. Also, this is surrendering to the process of healing, allowing it to take place. And I think that in some way you have been kind of fighting this healing that wants to come in and take place. And Spirit is asking you to stop fighting it. And I think that you're fighting it because you're not being flexible with yourself, or you're judging yourself very harshly, or not forgiving yourself for certain things. Okay, so Spirit's saying you have to stop fighting the healing that you deserve that's coming in for you. So you are not the oak tree, right? You are the beautiful willow. Okay, you cannot be broken. All right, you cannot be broken, and that is what you are learning. That is what you have learned. All right, so accept that and move into your new beginning, your new dawn. So there's so many legends regarding the willow tree as well. It's associated with gods and goddesses such as Hecate, Artemis, and even Mercury. So you might be feeling drawn to those gods or goddesses. Maybe working with them might help you as well, since we got the willow here, to be more adaptable and flexible with yourself and who you are, and able to accept all of those sides of you that I think that you've been having a hard time maybe accepting. So take what resonates. All right, so this is also about mystical healing, because the willow represents mystical healing, spiritual healing. So I'm telling you, this is profound spiritual healing that the universe is shining down just for you, okay? And the universe is just asking you to accept it, okay? So the willow tree was also sacred to poets for the sound of the wind through the willow. It was thought to influence poetic expression. So in Celtic traditions, the willow has always been known as a tree of dreaming, inspiration, and enchantment. Okay, so again, this is just that beautiful poetic energy, and I'm feeling music for you. So this is like mystical healing, mystical spiritual healing through music. So doing some like music therapy, but above all else, it's being flexible in your life, being willing to bend rather than breaking. Know that you did not break. And I think that that's a message you really need to hear. You did not break. You are being healed this very moment. All you have to do is accept it. Be amendable to change. Accept change. And you are going to flourish in beautiful ways. Okay? So I hope that this message finds who would like to hear it. I'm sure that it will. And if you found this message helpful, you can leave me a like or subscribe or a comment to let me know. And I'll see you soon. Bye.